I have this wheelchair lift that's been installed for a while. It helped me to get in and out from the back door, and it has some problems. I took it apart, took the hydraulics and got them resealed and refilled and put everything back together. And then one of the cylinders start to have a very tiny leak right after, and I would have to take it apart again and take it again for the guy to fix it again, which a big hassle. So if you see this pile of wood, that it's a reclaimed wood, all pressure treated. I got and I'm gonna build a ramp and remove the lift, because it's just too much hassle and then too much money to spend on, and I don't know when it's just gonna stop to work at any point. I use this trim line as a reference, and I use the level to figure out how much distant from this ground to this trim, and it was about 30 inches, and by the end the trim is a little bit lower. It's 5 inches lower than the deck, so I have 35 inches of rise. That to be AGA compliant, I need 35 feet long of run, which probably gonna bring me to the end of the house. I don't want to make that long of a ramp. This is residential, so I don't need to be AGA compliant. So what I'm doing, I'll bring more caliche. This pad, I made it to park the tractor. Obviously the tractor will be moved out of here, and I will bring more caliche here to raise this ground. I have some left, so to bring it to that boardwalk level, so I would end up with 31-inch rise, and I will make my ramp 28 feet long, and that's will work perfect for me. So I apologize, I did not record any of the work that I have done so far due to time crunch, and you know that setting up the camera in this wind usually doesn't work. So I'm just going to show you step by step what I have done, and we'll show you every step from now on, but I'm not recording work because this is so much work, and recording, I apologize, it's just not in my ability at this time, because there is demands to work on other things on the homestead as well. But so far, so the ramp is 28 feet long. The pieces, the wood that I bought was 90% of it 2x6s, about 10 feet long or a little bit shorter. So I did a 28 feet long beams, 6x6 doubled, and I staggered them. So this side is 3 pieces, each piece 9 feet 4 inches. That will make the 28 feet long. And on the other side here, the double, I cut 1 in half, so I start with 56 inches, and then 9 feet 4 inches, 9 feet 4 inches, and 56 inches in the very end. So with that, I doubled them and screwed them with from each side. So each beam has about 85 screw to just put them together and have them like so. So now I already done the first and the second, and this is the third, I'm gonna lower it. So this first one is bolted in the post. The post has lag bolts holding it to the deck, and also construction screws. And then I have a ledger board to hold all three, and this one has a bracket. Now I'm gonna finish this. I calculated the rise and the length to bring my I used the calculator online for the angle. So the angle was 6 degrees, so I cut the end there 6 degrees, and at the same time I cut the wedge that's to the end, so it lay down flat on the ground 6 degrees as well, so it has to match. And as you see, it's matching on this one here. And this one also will have a bolt to this post, and then we will have a couple of posts here to support it in the middle. So now the way I assemble this together using the ledger board as a resting point, the left as another lifting point, and this scaffolding a resting point here, a resting point here. So I start from there and I keep doubling and screwing together until I was done with the whole thing. So the most I had to carry is one piece, 10 feet long, and that's how it's done. Now to lower this, I raised it here on the floor jack, so it's not resting on the scaffolding anymore. I will pull the scaffolding out and then rest it back down on this end, bring the floor jack on the other side here, and then pull the scaffolding all the way out, lower the jack and lower the lift until it's set in place, and then I'll start to put the bolts and finishing up. So now I push the scaffolding all the way this way. I will lower the jack so it will rest again on the scaffolding here, and then I'll bring the jack on this side, lift it back so I can pull the scaffolding all the way out. So the jack didn't make that height, so I added a piece of block here, so it did actually lift it. Now the scaffolding is out of the way. I did put a screw to hold this beam from tipping over on its side. Hopefully that will hold it. Now I'm gonna lower this. Now it's hanging in the air. I can lower the lift. Now they're almost all level together. This one is tiny bit higher and the one in the middle is tiny bit low, so we're gonna move some caliche from underneath and probably raise this one. It's just a matter of making it leveled as much as possible. I plan to put some of these bricks underneath. The only thing left is I'm going to put the slats. They are also 2x6s. I'm not gonna do railing, I'm just gonna do a small size side to prevent the wheelchair from rolling off. Next thing I'm doing is I installed this slat temporary to hold the three beams in place. I have this support, it's same as this one. 2x6, 2 pieces screwed together, and they are cut with the same 6 degree, both of them. I cut the corners with a little bit of an angle to fit in this cinder block. It's gonna go like so. As you see, it's barely gonna fit. To support this, sorry I dropped the phone, but this will go under here and this will get screwed into here, and it will be a support in the middle. So it's gonna be like so. So I forgot to record again, but here is what I did so far. First, I added this board as a slat to hold all three on the right distance between each other. I added this support that's going in the cinder block. It's held in the back with a couple of wedges. I added this board 2x6 across, so it will support the middle beam, and I added this 2x4 angled this 2x4. It's on the high end on this side, on the low end on the other side, for more support. I had this step, I got it with the wood that I got, so I strings it and added 2 posts for it and have it here, so somebody coming down the ramp, not on a wheelchair, they don't have to go all the way to the end, they can just step down in the middle. As like if somebody coming from the steps, they will have to go all the way around. But they can go out if they're going out, but if they want to go this direction, they can just come down the ramp instead of the steps and step down here and go in the back. I can go on the ramp and either go this way or that way. But that's how I done for so far. Now I'm gonna just put in the slats all the way. After I finish the slats, I put the side guards and it will be done. I have these old blind slats that I'm not using. I'm using them as, I taped two together and using them as spacer between the slats, so when it rains or moisture, humidity rises, there will be room for the wood to expand. So I'll keep adding slats and we'll go all the way, and then we'll do the side guards. So after I finished all the slats, I'm gonna add 6 of these stepping stone by the end to finish the landing, and I'm adding that side guard for the wheelchair on both sides, only it's not going to be on this area where the step is. Now the landing will come on 6 of these stepping stones. We're going to go here. I formed a form with probably almost the same slope. I'll bring a couple of sandbags, drop them in here so I can place these stepping stones here, and then we're gonna surround them with this caliche so they will be secure. This forms most likely is not gonna stay. And here is the ramp, my embarrassing ramp. It looks ugly, not everything straight, no railing, used wood, reclaimed wood. These stepping stone did not line up correctly because I didn't count for this side here for this boardwalk, so the second row had to come a little bit to the right. I still have to level this area, which is later because we got a lot of rain, but that's about it. So it took me 4 weeks to finish the project, not always working on the ramp, but like trying to finish it, working on my own pace, according to my ability and according to my finances. I paid $120 for that load of wood, and I paid $50 to rent a trailer to go get the wood, $30 in gas to do that trip, and I paid $25 for a 10-pound box of construction screws, and about $20 for the stepping stone and sands, altogether about $245. And I sold the lift that was there to somebody who was going to use it for his mother. He said he knows how to fix it, so I give it to him for $80. So that was a good deal for him and a good deal for me. So my final cost is way below $200, and now I have a ramp to go in and out from the back door, and I'm happy with it, and it works fine for me. I plan my projects according to my abilities, and I design it before I start, knowing I can finish it. And that's how I do my projects all over this homestead, the way I do it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and see you next time. God bless you.